how you feel. From subtle, natural aesthetics to personalized wellness care, everything we do is intentional. This is beauty with purpose. At Vibe Men's Health, we take that same approach. We focus on what matters most: strength, energy, and performance. Built on real data, real medicine, and real results, we're here to help you look better, feel stronger, and live fully. Come vibe with us today.
Mississippi's trusted weather experts. This is Mississippi Live Weather at 10.
Good evening and welcome to Mississippi Live Weather at 10. I hope all of y'all have had a fantastic Saturday. It's been a little bit dreary and muggy and overcast and gray, but thankfully Sunday is nowhere near that. I'm here to let you know what to expect as we get ready for what will be a beautiful Sunday in store tomorrow. First, it's going to be a soggy overnight period. We've kind of been going through this all day today. That will continue overnight tonight, but thankfully, we're talking about better conditions on the horizon. We will be reaping the benefits tomorrow from today's cold front. Not only those temperatures, but drier conditions and clearer skies. Everything about tomorrow is going to be perfect, so make sure you have any plans outdoors tomorrow. It will be well worth it, but we're tracking more rain chances next weekend. We're not really talking about many rain chances throughout the work week ahead. Of course, we're staying dry. That seems to be the story every weekend that I tell you guys, especially with some warmer temperatures on the horizon as well. But we are tracking another system that could make its way to North Mississippi next weekend. We'll have the latest on that coming on up as we continue fine-tuning that forecast. But first, take a look at the first 12. We're still talking about tonight's soggy period. Low 50s by 11 o'clock, 50% chance of rain showers and kind of our coverage, dropping to 20% by 2 o'clock, low 50s for your temperatures, and we're cooling off all the way towards the mid 40s for your overnight lows. It's going to be a beautiful overnight period. It's definitely going to be a beautiful day tomorrow. But as we continue in this broadcast, let's take a look at some live looks all across North Mississippi. We can start off out here in Kosciusko, I believe. Yes, perfect. I had that memorized. So let's take a look at Kosciusko. 55 degrees, feels like 55 as well. That dew point matching as well. So just a little bit rainy and potentially soggy out there. Some more rain showers continue making their way through your area. Just a lone car kind of traveling out on the roads. But as you can tell, not too many people out and about this evening. Most of us are indoors and getting ready for bed to settle in for the night. 54 degrees out here in Rolling Fork, that 18-mile-per-hour wind. You kind of almost see a few raindrops out there in the wind just a little bit. But speaking of wind, 18-mile-per-hour winds coming out of the north. Going to be a little bit breezy as you walk outdoors. But as I keep saying, I have a feeling most of us pretty much indoors for the rest of the overnight period in store. Out here in Amory, 54 feels like 54, still a little bit breezy. You can see that camera swinging just a little bit, but those winds coming out of the north yet again, 13 miles per hour. So going to be a little bit breezy and a little bit soggy if you step outdoors this evening. Those rain showers continue moving on through North Mississippi, but again, stress-free rainfall. We're not tracking out anything intense. Not even going to hear any rumbles of thunder throughout the overnight period ahead. Just some much needed stress-free rainfall into the next few hours ahead. And what's responsible for this is this cold front. That has kind of pushed through North Mississippi today, continues pushing through the southeast, and with that bringing all these rain chances with it. But it's also going to allow us to feel a lot cooler into the overnight period ahead. Might even need a jacket as you walk out of the door tomorrow. And our highs only making it into the low 70s. So we are finally talking about below average temperatures. But the only downside is tomorrow is going to be the only day we can really talk about them here in North Mississippi. But Futurecast still showing those rain chances all across North Mississippi. This is starting off around 10 o'clock for your Saturday, right about now. And as we continue into the overnight period, we're still tracking those rain showers throughout the next few hours. But drier conditions, they're on the horizon and they're going to get here quickly. We're going to wake up tomorrow with those drier conditions and sunnier skies above. And we're keeping that constant almost all day long. A few thin and wispy clouds will try to make their way into the southern portions of our viewing area, but we're going to be pretty breezy tomorrow with those northerly winds coming out of the north, allowing us to feel a lot better outdoors and not suffer through those toasty conditions outdoors. Next 24 is going to show exactly that. Partly cloudy start to the day as those clouds continue moving on out, starting in the mid to upper 40s, already slowly making our way into the low 50s by 9 o'clock, mostly clear skies above. But by lunchtime and on, we're talking about clearer conditions, more beautiful and drier conditions in store, only making our way into the low 70s by those afternoon hours and already cooling back down into the upper 50s by that 9 o'clock broadcast tomorrow night. Now, those temperatures right now out here in Tupelo, 48 degrees, feels like 41. I'm going to be a little surprised, but northerly wind will make you feel slightly cooler outdoors. Don't know if it's that 7-degree difference, but hey, the story is it's going to be a little bit breezy outside. Those northerly winds, they'll make you feel a little bit cooler than what those temperatures are reading outdoors. Now, zooming back into North Mississippi, we can take a look at these rain showers continuing to bug us as we get ready for the overnight period in store. This is starting off at 10 o'clock right now with still some of those rain showers moving on through. Maybe a little bit heavier at times, but we're not tracking out any storms. Even for the Golden Triangle region, around 1:30 later on tonight, could track maybe a few heavier showers affecting those within the West Point, Columbus, Starkville region, even those out there in Winston County and just north into Choctaw County as well. But the further northwest you go, you're already seeing those dry conditions a little bit sooner than the rest of us. That's going to continue to be the theme for the rest of the overnight period, as the only moisture we have left is some lingering cloud cover, partly cloudy skies towards the start of our day. But like I keep mentioning, the further northwest you are, you're receiving those benefits a little bit earlier than us, as that cold front has already made its way through North Mississippi and been away a little bit longer than the rest of us. Those low temperatures, like I mentioned earlier, might be a little bit chilly as you walk out of the door tomorrow. We're starting off in the mid-40s, finally talking about below average conditions. We should be around the low 50s, but I think we can all agree we'd rather talk about below average conditions and not quite talking about those toasty, mild starts to the morning. That is not the story for tomorrow. We're starting off in the mid-40s by 7 o'clock, slowly working our way up into the low 70s and even still in the upper 60s by 7 o'clock tomorrow evening. So those outdoor plans you have in store tomorrow, make sure they are going on all day long, even by the early evening hours. It is still going to feel amazing as you wrap up your Sunday and get ready for the work week tomorrow. Now, coming back to Futurecast, we can still talk about those clearer skies further north you go. Again, this cloud cover going to still be that thin, wispy, non-meaningful cloud cover, but continuing to bug us in the southern portions of our viewing area, but not lasting quite long. By the time we make it towards lunchtime, we're already talking about those clearer skies, that northerly wind allowing us to enjoy clearer and cooler conditions tomorrow. And this is starting off around 12 o'clock, continuing into the afternoon hours. Maybe a few thin, wispy clouds trying to make their way back into the skies just a little bit the further south you go, but we're staying sunny and dry all day long tomorrow. Going to be a beautiful and spectacular Sunday in store for us tomorrow, and much cooler as well. Take a look at those high temperatures. Finally, still talking about those below average conditions for your highs yet again. Low 70s all across North Mississippi, a few of us into the upper 60s. But take a look at those feels like values, making us feel slightly cooler than what those temperatures are reading outdoors. We still have that northerly wind to thank, kind of blowing across North Mississippi, and it's going to make us feel a lot better than how those already amazing conditions are outdoors. So going to be a spectacular Sunday tomorrow. Make sure to get outside and enjoy them. It's going to be a while until we can really enjoy these conditions yet again here in North Mississippi. So coming back to Futurecast, this is starting off around Sunday at 6 o'clock. So tomorrow evening, we'll track out the overnight period. Again, calm, dry, beautiful into the overnight period for your Monday morning. Now we're officially into the work week. By 8 o'clock, you're still starting off the work week as best as you can for a Monday morning. It's not going to be a soggy start to the work week. We are staying dry, and unfortunately that will yet again be the case throughout the rest of the work week ahead. But even by lunchtime for Monday around 12:30, still talking about those drier conditions, winds still kind of coming out of the north, which will allow us to feel a little bit better than what those temperatures are reading outdoors. But even into the evening and overnight period, yes, this is in play right now, just showcasing not a lot going on throughout your Monday. That is a good thing. Going to be a beautiful and yet again another sunny start to the work week ahead. Now, of course, with it being sunny, going to be lots of sunshine and already warming up pretty quickly. Those highs back in the upper 70s. But like I mentioned, that northerly wind still helping us out just a little bit. Take a look at those feels like values, cooling us off just a few degrees as you go about your Monday. So even though we're already back towards those average conditions, technically getting closer towards above average, we're feeling right where we should be for this time of year. So Monday's still going to be a beautiful day, but rest of the work week, we'll be back in those low 80s before you know it. We can see that right here on the 7-day forecast. A beautiful end to our weekend and start to the work week ahead, going from the low 70s for your Sunday, upper 70s Monday, and then pretty much for the rest of the work week. We're talking about low 80s as your highs, that moisture making its way back into the forecast, only in the forms of cloud cover throughout the work week. But next weekend, for your Friday and Saturday, we could be talking about those rain chances making their way back into the forecast and potentially some storm chances as another system will try to make its way closer to North Mississippi. Still got a whole work week to go until we can get there, but we're going to keep our eyes on that and make sure we continue fine-tuning that and give you the absolute latest and best as we get closer and closer to it. But don't go anywhere. Before we get ready for our Sunday tomorrow and wrap up this broadcast, I kind of want to do a recap of everything this cold front brought us and what those temperatures are looking like, that temp change within the past 24 hours, and those rainfall totals. All of that's coming up right after this break.
I have been going to Tupelo Smiles my whole life. When I was a kid, I was unhappy about some uneven coloring on my teeth after getting my braces off, which at the time there really wasn't a fix. I was recently made aware of a solution that would totally fix it, which is exactly what we did. They not only heard my concerns, but they never stopped looking to solve my problem, and that's why I love Tupelo Smiles.
It's Friday night y estamos activos. Head out early. Drinks flowing to 11.
No sé qué pasó. I didn't even drink that much.
For the first time anywhere, a digital-only weather source has been nominated for not one, but 2 Emmy Awards. This is the 25th nomination I've been humbled to receive over the years, and while accolades are great, we're just proud to deliver the weather coverage that you deserve. Thank you, North Mississippi, for supporting us here at Mississippi Live.
Right now, from the Room to Room Weather Center, here's meteorologist Caleb Edelblut.
Well, thanks for sticking here with us for Mississippi Live Weather at 10. Let's take a look at our temperature change, which is quite drastic in the grand scheme of things. This is for the past 24 hours. So comparing for where we are tonight at 10:11 to last night at 10:11, this is how much cooler we are. So that cold front dropping us a minus 22 in South Haven, Senatobia, and minus 24 in Tunica and Clarksdale. Further southeast you go, different story, just because that cold front quite hasn't had enough time down further southeast as compared to the northwest. So minus 6 in Aliceville, minus 9 in Macon, minus 16 and 14 out there in the Golden Triangle region. So no matter where you are here in North Mississippi, we are feeling cooler, and that's going to continue to be the story overnight as that cold front continues bringing us more and more benefits as we get ready for our Sunday tomorrow. You can say the same thing about those temperatures all across our region. Most of us pretty much in the mid to low 50s all across North Mississippi. I think the lowest I can spot here is 48 out there in Oxford and Lafayette County, 49 out there in Iuka, but still beautiful temperatures. Not quite as beautiful outdoors with those soggy and windy conditions, but you can definitely tell a little bit cooler the further northwest you go, a little bit warmer the further southeast you go, especially 64 out there in Aliceville. Don't worry, your time's coming. Just got to continue into the overnight period before we can really start enjoying those cooler conditions. But before wrapping on up, wanted to show you all the rainfall totals. Of course, we've been talking about how much we've needed this rainfall. This is for the past 24 hours. It's not meaningful by any means, but kind of nice to see that rain can still fall out of the sky here in North Mississippi. Not quite going to help us out with those drought conditions that we're experiencing either, but kind of showcasing some of that rainfall and definitely where those thunderstorms were earlier. You can definitely see the line that it took and moving on out of our region further into Alabama and eventually made its way to Tennessee. But just shy of 3/4 of an inch out there in Bruce, just shy of 1/2 inch out here in Tupelo and into Red Bay, 1/4 inch in Iuka. So still kind of just seeing some light showers and sprinkles continue moving on through North Mississippi, a little bit heavier in certain spots. And you can see there with those rainfall totals, but definitely some much needed rainfall. Thankfully, we'll hopefully have some more coming next weekend. Just got to get through another dry work week first until we can enjoy them together. But of course, here are the QR codes to both our iOS and Android app. We appreciate all the support you have given us, also all the comments and kind of letting us know what's all going on and wanting to make sure we can keep you guys in the loop, and of course all that feedback as well. We want to make sure we know what's going well and what's not. But we'll be live tomorrow night at 6, 9, and 10. So I hope all of y'all have a fantastic Sunday tomorrow. Not quite going to be one of those toasty days that I keep telling you to make sure you have those shorts and short sleeves on. Might want to have a sweatpant or hoodie on as you walk out of the door tomorrow. Going to be a little bit chilly, but still going to be an absolutely beautiful Sunday in store tomorrow. Hope all of y'all have a fantastic day, and I'll see y'all back here live in the Room to Room Weather Center tomorrow night at 6, 9, and 10.
Growing up, Gabe was naturally curious. When he began to discover weather, Gabe just didn't want to know what was happening, but he wanted to know why it was happening. Gabe became fascinated with tornadoes, and it impacted his life. He wanted to pursue a career in meteorology. Even though Gabe grew up in Alabama, Mississippi has now become his home and his family. And one thing about Gabe is he keeps his family safe.